A room without books is like a body without a soul. I prefer the most unfair peace to the most righteous war. If you have a garden and a library, you have everything you need. Trust no one unless you have eaten much salt with him. To be ignorant of what occurred before you were born is to remain always a child. For what is worth of human life unless it is woven into the life of our ancestors by the records of history? If we are not ashamed to think it, we should not be ashamed to say it. Friendship improves happiness and abates misery by doubling our joys and dividing our grief. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. The authority of those who teach is often an obstacle to those who want to learn. For books are more than books. They are the life, the very heart and core of ages past, the reason why men worked and died, the essence and quintessence of their lives. The life given us by nature is short, but the memory of a well-spent life is eternal. The life of the dead is set in the memory of the living. The face is a picture of the mind with the eyes as its interpreter. The shifts of fortune test the reliability of friends. The life of the dead is placed on the memories of the living. The love you gave in life keeps people alive beyond their time. Anyone who was given love will always live on in another's heart. It is foolish to tear one's hair in grief, as though sorrow would be made less by baldness. I am not ashamed to confess I am ignorant of what I do not know. Your enemies can kill you, but only your friends can hurt you. A happy life consists in tranquility of mind. Our span of life is brief, but is long enough for us to live well and honestly. Knowledge which is divorced from justice may be called cunning rather than wisdom. The function of wisdom is to discriminate between good and evil. Any man can make mistakes, but only an idiot persists in his error. Though silence is not necessarily an admission, it is not a denial either. It is the peculiar quality of a fool to perceive the faults of others and to forget his own. To be content with what we possess is the greatest and most secure of riches. What one has, one ought to use, and whatever he does, he should do with all his might. Time obliterates the frictions of opinion and confirms the decisions of nature. Few are those who wish to be endowed with virtue rather than to seem so. Hours and days and months and years go by. The past returns no more, and what is to be we cannot know. But whatever the time gives us in which we live, we should therefore be content. Nothing stands out so conspicuously or remains so firmly fixed in the memory as something which you have plundered. To teach is a necessity, to please is a sweetness, to persuade is a victory. Cultivation of the mind is as necessary as food to the body. Nature herself has imprinted on the minds of all the idea of God. Natural ability without education has more often raised a man to glory and virtue than education without natural ability. They who say that we should love our fellow citizens but not foreigners destroy the universal brotherhood of mankind, with which benevolence and justice would perish forever.